Start speaking now.
Hey Sam, I think forgetting appointments frequently can become a serious problem because it may create stress, affect your responsibilities, and make other people feel like you are unreliable. The good thing is that becoming more organized is usually about building simple habits and routines little by little. First of all, I would strongly recommend using a calendar or reminder app on your phone. Whenever you make an appointment, meeting, or plan, write it down immediately instead of trusting your memory. You should also set reminders in advance, maybe one the day before and another shortly before the appointment, so you have enough time to prepare. Another important thing is keeping your schedule organized in one place. Some people use notebooks, while others prefer digital calendars. But the key is using one system consistently instead of writing information in different places and forgetting where it is. I also think checking your schedule every morning can help you feel much more prepared and aware of your responsibilities for the day. At the same time, avoid overloading yourself with too many commitments because a busy and stressful schedule often makes people forget important things more easily. Finally, try building a routine and staying consistent with it, because organization becomes much easier when good habits become part of your daily life.
Start speaking now.
One time I had to explain something clearly was when I was helping my dad set up online banking on his phone. He wasn't very comfortable using banking apps, and he was worried about making a mistake or accidentally sending money to the wrong person. Since he wanted to start paying his utility bills online, it was important that he understood how everything worked. Instead of rushing through the steps, I explained one thing at a time and used simple language. First, I showed him how to log in securely. Then I explained how to check his account balance, pay a bill, and review the transaction history. After each step, I asked him to try it himself while I watched. Whenever he had a question, I answered it before moving on. By the end, he was able to complete a bill payment on his own without any help. He felt much more confident, and I was happy to see that he wasn't nervous anymore. That experience reminded me that being patient and explaining things clearly can make a big difference, especially when someone is learning a new skill.
Start speaking now.
In this picture, I can see a family or a group of friends who have just moved into a new house. In the middle of the room, two men are carrying a green couch together. They both look cheerful, so it seems like they're enjoying the moving process instead of feeling stressed. On the right side, a woman is carrying a small box while pointing toward the living room. She probably wants them to place the couch in a specific spot. Around her, there are several labeled boxes stacked neatly, including ones for the kitchen, bedroom, and living room, so they still have plenty of unpacking to do. On the left side of the room, I notice a cute little dog sitting inside a cardboard box, and it looks like it's having fun while watching everyone work. Through the large window, I can see a moving truck parked outside with a few boxes still inside, so the move isn't completely finished yet. There's also a coffee table with tools, tape, and scissors, which they'll probably use to assemble furniture. A rolled-up rug and a guitar are resting nearby. Overall, the room feels lively, and everyone seems excited to start this new chapter in their home.
Start speaking now.
I think this family will have a successful and enjoyable moving day. The two men will probably carry the couch to the spot the woman is pointing at, and once they see that it fits nicely, they'll start arranging the rest of the furniture around it. After that, they'll likely bring in the remaining boxes from the moving truck outside and begin unpacking everything room by room. Since all the boxes are labeled, it should be much easier for them to stay organized and avoid mixing things up. I also think they'll roll out the rug, find a good place for the guitar, and use the tools on the table to assemble any furniture that still needs to be put together. The little dog will probably jump out of the cardboard box and run around the house, excited to explore its new surroundings. Once they've finished most of the heavy lifting, they'll take a short break, order some pizza or grab takeout, and relax together in their new living room. By the end of the day, the house will already start to feel like home, and everyone will be happy with how smoothly they've settled in.
Start speaking now.
Hey Dave, I understand why you prefer video calls, because they remove location barriers and are time and cost efficient, and they are also very convenient for busy schedules. However, I believe face-to-face conversation is a much better option, especially when it comes to building strong relationships and having meaningful conversations. When you meet someone in person, you can clearly see their facial expressions and body language, which makes communication more effective and reduces misunderstandings. Another important reason is that face-to-face meetings feel more natural and engaging, which helps build trust over time. Video calls can sometimes have technical problems like poor internet connection or audio delays, which can interrupt the conversation and make communication frustrating. In contrast, face-to-face communication allows smoother interaction and better emotional connection. For these reasons, I strongly believe face-to-face conversation is better than video calls.
Start speaking now.
Hey Sam, I wanted to talk to you about the investment you're thinking about. I know the potential returns sound exciting, and I understand why you're interested. Everyone wants to grow their money, especially when an opportunity looks like it could pay off quickly. Still, I'm a little concerned because it also sounds pretty risky, and I don't want to see you lose a large amount of your savings if things don't go as planned. Before you commit, I'd really encourage you to slow down and do a bit more research. Try to find out how the company actually makes money, whether it's properly regulated, and what independent experts are saying about it. If possible, talk to a licensed financial advisor instead of relying on social media or online influencers. Another option is to invest only a small amount at first, rather than putting in everything at once. That way, you're limiting your risk while still giving yourself a chance to benefit if the investment performs well. I know the final decision is yours, but I'd rather see you miss one opportunity than lose money you'll regret later.
Start speaking now.
Yes, I believe governments should invest more in healthcare than in defense, although I still think both are important. A strong military helps protect a country, but healthcare affects people's daily lives in a much more direct way. If people can't see a doctor when they're sick or have to wait months for treatment, it creates stress not only for families but also for the entire economy. Healthy people are able to work, study, and contribute to society, so investing in healthcare benefits everyone in the long run. It can also reduce costs later by preventing serious illnesses through regular checkups and early treatment. That said, I don't think governments should ignore national defense altogether. Every country needs to be prepared for emergencies and protect its borders, especially with the uncertainties we see around the world today. However, once a reasonable level of security is in place, I think additional funding should go toward improving hospitals, hiring more healthcare professionals, reducing wait times, and expanding mental health services. Those are issues that millions of people deal with every year. In my opinion, a country's greatest strength is having a healthy population. When citizens know they can access quality medical care without unnecessary delays, they feel more secure, productive, and confident about their future. That's why I would place healthcare ahead of defense when it comes to government spending priorities.
Start speaking now.
Hey Sam, I found one of the most incredible places to stay during my vacation, and it's nothing like a regular hotel. I'm staying inside a transparent dome in the middle of the desert, and the views are absolutely amazing. Since the walls are clear, I can enjoy the scenery from my bed without feeling closed in. Inside, there's a cozy bedroom, a small sitting area, and just enough furniture to make the place feel comfortable. Outside the dome, there's a wooden deck with chairs, and a telescope has been set up so guests can look at the stars after sunset. The landscape around me is beautiful as well. I can see sandy hills, mountains in the distance, and cacti scattered all over the desert. There are several other domes nearby, so it looks like a unique vacation resort. What makes this place different from a regular hotel is that it lets you feel connected to nature without giving up comfort. Honestly, I think you should try an experience like this at least once.